This is Keep It A Back show right here on Young Force TV, the realest news show in town. Let's get into it. Hi guys, let's get into the news. President William Ruto is now in his US tour and he just visited the Tyler Perry studios, and he was accompanied by his wife, his children, some political leaders, and also creators such as Eddie Butita and Kate the actress. And also he met Steve Harvey, and we have seen, it's like they really had a great moment there. And judging by the pictures, I bet it was such an amazing experience. And I'm honestly very happy for, our creators, actors who are really making these moves, and they are being in, rooms that other creators have never been in. And honestly, it was such a it was such a good thing just to see, Kate actress there, and she has been updating the places that she has been in her on her Instagram, and it's such an amazing thing to see that our creators, our talents are out there being in these amazing spaces and meeting these legends and icons. And they are also our icons themselves, because they have been in the game for so long, especially Kate actress. I think she's just, every year she's getting blessed, she's getting, advanced as an actor, and it's really, really amazing to see. Now we can get to that Mike Sonko interview. He was on Obinna TV, and he had some few things to say. There was also some revelations he made, and also talked about the government. Now let me tell you guys, when I tell you that interview was wild, bro. And for some reason, Obinna's interviews of late has been, crazy, and have also been very great. The type of guest he has on the show, and also him as the interviewer, really creates a momentum, and when I tell you Mike Sonko's experiences might be a very good gangster series. Yo, that guy was saying some gangster shit, being in prison, all these things. I was like, okay, and if he was a rapper, he will have content, bro. He will have content, because, yeah. But you know what? Let's hear what he had to say.
Nikashikwa.
Okay.
Sikuwa nimefika 18 years. Nikana juvenile. Kwa nibakisha some few months niingie.
Ulikuwa mpaka juvi?
18 years.
Okay.
So that is zile offenses zilikuwa na kwa accused nazo that time. Sio dawa, just mashamba tupu.
Okay.
So nikaenda remand, nikatoka, nika-abscond kwenda kotini, nikawekwa ndani. There was a judge called Magistrate Justin Kaburu. He is a magistrate today in Mombasa.
Okay.
Nafikiri aliretire from kuwa judge. There was a judge called Magistrate called Aborili. There was ni wengi kina Stella Muketi, na wakumbuka majina zao. Joan Siganga walikuwa huko Mombasa those years. Sasa, to make the long story short, nikiwa nime-abscond, Justin Kaburu akanifunga 6 months. 6. Nikiwa ndani, shida ya mamangu ikatokea.
Okay.
Nasema sasa niko na hii pesa yote Mungu amenibariki nayo, nafanya nini jela? Kachora hospitali nini Coast General. Nikaenda nikahudhuria mazishi ya mama yangu.
Unatoka kwa majela mingi na hospitali? Kiambu.
Sipendagi kuongea
Hospital.
hiyo story sana.
Okay.
Nikahudhuria mazishi ya mama yangu. Baadaye jela wakajua mtu amepotea. Kukakuwa na a very big operation ilifanywa ya mimi kutafutwa.
Search.
It was in the headlines that time.
Okay.
Napita hapo feri vizuri, kwenda kupotea huko. Tukaingia Tanzania. However, nikakuja nikashikwa tena baadaye. Marafiki ni wabaya, but kushikwa ilinisaidia.
Marafiki zako tu
nilianza kuisha marafiki. Nikaanza kurudi Kenya through Busia, kaingia Bumala, kakuja nikasettle mahali naitwa Ugunja. Those are hapa naitwa Savannah, nikaanza kuishi hapo ya jamaa. Former assistant minister naitwa Ondiek, Steven Ondiek. Kaingia ndani sinidi huko Sigombre. That is now 1995, 98 hizo.
Okay.
Kasettle hapo Sindidi Sigombre, kulikuwa na kabaka anaitwa sasa Josmath. Kapata kama msichana hapo. Kula mali yangu nikakontrol hapo. Kakuja tu pole Nairobi. Sasa unajua blood is thicker than water.
Okay.
Katafuta baba yangu. Nilikuwa hapo Jericho. Kaambia mzee, maisha ni ngumu, mimi natafutwa. Na siwezi endelea kuishi hivi. So what is tukupeleke kotini ama nini tufanye? Akasema let us fanya kitu kama hiyo, because sasa naishi kama foreigner in my own country.
Na amani.
Sina amani, kila sana kaa na wasiwasi na nini. But before tujipeleke tukasetiwa. Tukashikwa. Nikapelekwa sasa kotini. Kasemekana una escape, very dangerous. So nikawekwa Kamiti maximum. Kwa Kamiti maximum prison.
Ulikuwa Kamiti?
Okay, nilikuwa industrial area. Nikapelekwa industrial area kwanza. So nilikuwa industrial area kama normal remand. So the signal that this guy is an escapee kakuja. So this is a very dangerous escapee na natumia pesa sana. So I was transferred to Kamiti main prison.
Okay, now guys, let's get into some other news, and I feel like it's actually kind of important, and I just want to say or to report what Vera Sidika was saying on her Instagram stories, and she expressed how Gen Z should stop complaining, wake their lazy asses up, and work hard. She was saying that they should not wait for all the celebrities to step aside so that they can get their shine or so that they can be successful. She also said that during her time, nobody stepped aside for her to, to make it or for her to push herself in the industry. You have to do that by your own self. And I agree with that. I agree with what she's saying. Nobody's going to step aside for you, People are not going to retire early because they want to give you space so that you can come to the industry and be successful. That's not how it works. And if some Gen Zs out there thinking that that's how it works, they are delusional, okay? Because it just doesn't work like that. Because they have been on the in the journey for so long. Some of them are, now getting their flowers. Some of them now are getting into these spaces like Kate actress. She's now, reaping what she sowed. She's now getting the fruits of her labor. So she'll be damned to step aside for a Gen Z, because she is now, getting the blessings and, getting the fruits of her labor, as I said. So it just doesn't work like that. You have to push yourself, you have to push yourself and get into the industry by yourself. Whether you're a Gen Z or you're a millennial, it doesn't even matter, right? But also, I didn't agree with her when she's saying that, they should stop complaining, and, she was saying that some of y'all want to be spoon-fed success, and I think that might be true, but you know, she also talked about laziness, and you know, I'm sick and tired of that thing. Oh, Gen Zs, the newer generation, they're not hardworking, they are lazy. Who said so? I feel like just because they're not going about life the same way the previous generation was going for, it's just now they're lazy, right? And I feel like that's how it's always going to be. Whenever a new generation comes, we're always going to criticize um, how they do things, or you know, their mindset and all these things. Now let me just tell you that Gen Z is actually, especially the very young Gen Zs, you know, kuna sisi Gen Zs hapo 25, 26, those are the older Gen Zs. Now the Gen Zs need the 21-year-olds, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, right? Because Gen Z actually starts from 97. If you're born in 97, so that's at 26, 27-year-old. So it starts from there. That's the oldest Gen Z, right? And you know, upward 27 to 25, we're not that, you know, it was not the same for someone who is 21 right now, because I feel like someone who is 21 right now, they're woke, they know how it's going to be, you know, it's going to be hard for young people to get jobs. Now they are focused exactly on what they want to do. They don't have time to go to uni 4 years, and after 4 years is when you look for a job. No, they're hustling right now. That's why I feel like the younger Gen Zs are actually more successful. They are goal getters, you know, and they are really working hard more than, you know, and I'm not generalizing it, but that's my observation, because I feel like for example, myself, I'm 26, and I feel like our time, you know, we were a little bit lost, because if when you finished Form 4, you're not just getting into content, okay? You're not, for example, you wanted to be a content creator. You really think after Form 4 that's what you'll be doing? No. We were getting into some computer class, you know, and it's because our sisters were doing that, our brothers. So we are looking at what people did before, and then we do it, and it's not because that's what we want to do. So we were kind of lost. So you're waiting to go to campus, and instead of hustling while you're in campus, you just think that you're young and you have this time and you just have fun, right? But I feel like the Gen Zs right now, immediately after Form 4, bro, they're getting into social media, they are starting to hustle, they're starting to do everything they can, and it's because they have already seen, you know, the people before them, and they've seen, okay, this does not work, right? And yeah, I feel like the Gen Zs are actually not lazy at all. They just, maybe it's the pressure to be successful immediately, for things to work out, you know. Now there's social media, extra pressure that millennials didn't have. Okay, social media was not this toxic, bro. Social media was not, it was not this bad, okay, few years ago. Okay, so right now there's this pressure to make things work, there's frustration, and some people complain because of the frustration, but not because they're lazy. I don't think it's because they're lazy and they don't want to work, you know. So this narrative about Gen Z's being lazy, man, it's just washed. I'm tired of it, you know. Because actually many people that I know of my age group, and also the younger, they really are trying to make things work. Okay, it's just that it's harder because there's constant pressure, there's the competition now is loud. Isi kama kitambo, there was competition, but not as loud. Okay, not as loud. So yeah, that's what I think about that. She was right, but also she was kind of wrong about being, you know, lazy and spoon-fed. And Maybe some want to be spoon-fed, but I don't think it's the majority. Okay, so yeah, I think that will be all for today, and I just hope that you subscribe, man. Help a sister, subscribe and share, and leave a comment there. Okay, adios.